Okay, thank you so much for coming back. We are actually finished now with our discussion because that's the process of making frequency distribution table and of course finding the values for your formula in finding the quartile of the group data. Just always remember that in solving for letter A, the R times the summation of F over 4, R will always pertain to your quartile number that is being solved. Okay, here, this R, this one, yung R na to. So if you are asked to solve for your first quartile, R is equal to 1. If you are asked to solve for the second quartile, R is equal to 2. And if you are asked to solve for the third quartile, R is equal to 3. Okay, remember that. And so, always remember, also, kasi there are times na, actually what we did here was from the scratch. The making of the frequency distribution from the scratch out of your given set of data. There are also instances wherein the cumulative, the frequency distribution table is already given. Nakalagay na agad siya. Just like this example. Here. There are instances wherein, ayan, you will not anymore be asked to do the manual tallying of data, pero automatically merong nang gawang mga frequency distribution table. Ayan, for example, this one. The following table shows the daily expenses in pesos of 30 college students. Ayan. So ito yung mga expenses nila. Ayan, mag-SM na siguro, Dennis. Save more, ampong pure gold kasi tilang decimal places parang karelang panyal 1. Ayan. So there are times wherein the data are already organized for you. The class interval is already prepared for you. Parang ganon. So all you have to do then is to continue your frequency distribution table. Kasi in this case, you already have your class interval. The daily expenses will already serve as your class interval. Number of students will already solve as your frequency, kung gaano sila karami for those class intervals. Then all you have to do then is to get the cumulative frequency, the CF, and then what else should be done then? Ayun, yun na lang, the cumulative frequency here. Ayan. So in here, in this example, you already have the class interval, which is presented here. Ayan, ito yung class interval, the daily expenses. And then after that, your frequency is already your number of students. And then, ang wala na lang yung cumulative frequency, and that's easy to do. You just add from top to bottom, and then you will end up with the same number as the N, or the summation of frequencies. Okay? And then, formula na kayo agad. Got it? Again, what I just showed you is actually the long process of doing the frequency distribution table para lang alam ninyo. Kasi as you move on to your statistics class hanggang senior high, you will be dealing with this frequency distribution table. Lalo na grade 10 na kayo ngayon. Next school year, you'll be grade 11. And sa statistics, this will become your friend. Kasi laging may class, laging may frequency distribution kapag statistics na kayo. Okay? Sir, pwede po bang isa pa kahit 10 lang po or mas smaller? Okay. Paano po yung class boundaries again? Okay. Class boundaries, again, tulad nga ng sinabi kanina, after nyong masolve ito, this. After ninyong masolve, let me just use this. After ninyong masolve yung inyong letter A, here. After solving for A, this will help you, doon po sa given na, sir. What do you mean dun sa given na? Dito? Dito ba? Dun sa may automatic? O, sige. Let's have another example. Let's do this. Ito na lang, no? Okay. Madali lang to kasi naka-table na siya agad. Okay, let me just change this. By request, isa pa daw. Okay. I don't like really what happened to the new interface. Ang daming nawala dun sa gusto kong version. Okay. So, let's take this example kasi parang dito nanggagaling yung tanong ng classmate natin. So, a while ago, the manual process of doing the frequency distribution table. And now naman, what if we are already provided with the organized data? Okay, gawin na lang natin siyang frequency distribution table. Okay, so it says here the following table shows the daily expenses in pesos of 30 college students. Okay, so gagawin na lang natin yan is to take this. Ayan, and we are asked to find the Q3. Okay, so for our frequency distribution table, kinopya ko na lang siya to maximize the time. Here, take note, remember, we are asked to find the third quartile. So therefore, this will become our class interval. CI na lang, class interval. This will become our frequency. Okay. And don't forget to get your summation for the frequency. That's 3 plus 8 plus 7, 15, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 plus 18, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Tama ba? Is it 30? Oh, tama. 30 nga ako. So this is 30. Now, cumulative frequency. Oh, add lang natin. 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8, 3, of course. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. 18 plus 18, 26. And then, lakihan natin para pareho ng laki ng margin. Ayaw niya magpareho. Okay, ilapit ko na lang. 3, 11, 18, 26. 26 plus 2, 28. 29, 30. Ayun, maliit lang yung table ni CF. Okay. After that, I'll just rewrite this kasi nag-overlap. So the summation of F is 30 and it matches our cumulative frequency. Okay? Now, after that, this is already our FDT or our frequency distribution table. Ayan. And so, after that, after organizing our frequency distribution table, CI, lipat ka dyan. Ayan. Then we can move on to finding our A, B, and C. The A, B, and C, ito lagi. Ayan. Ito ang kukuhanin natin, the A, B, and C. Okay, I'll just put it here. See, hindi ko talaga gusto yung naging interface ng bagong to. Pag nag-paste ka of the same size, gagawin niya mas malaki. Okay, so now, dito na tayo. Dito na masasagot yung mga tanong ninyo. How to get po? Paano po yung class boundaries? Okay. Ay, oo nga pala yung class boundaries. We forgot. Okay. So, for our class boundaries, since this is a 2 decimal place. This is a 2 decimal place. Ang gagawin natin dito, of course, is to follow that. 395. Okay. So halimbawa kung whole number siya kanina, bawasan mo siya ng 0.5. Ito naman, dahil 2 decimal place na siya, madadagdagan dapat yung kanyang so dito minus minus 0.005 and then plus 005 naman siya. Okay, that will be our class boundaries. Sorry, we forgot to take note of that. O, lagay natin dito na lang, no? Class boundaries, CB. Dito na lang yung CB. Sorry, hindi siya naka-organize. O, CB. So dahil 2 decimal places siya, for example, a while ago, kung 365 lang yan, kailangan magkaroon ng additional decimal dito. Kaya siya negative 0.5 at saka plus 0.5. Can you follow? But now, if you will look at it, 2 decimal places siya. So we have 365.40. So there are 2 decimal places. You need to add one more decimal place. So therefore, what you will do here is negative 0 for the whole number, tapos 00 for our 2 regular decimal places, and then 5. And then on the other side naman, plus 0.005. Okay? Show me a reaction if that's clear. That's for the class boundaries. Okay, very good. Metong yan, gets naman. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are now up to finding our class boundaries. Okay. So, minus 5 lang natin yan. Minus 0.005, you will end up with these values. Shortcut. Shortcut na natin, no? Para mabilis tayo. Ayan. So again, dito, dahil 2 decimal places na, this is negative minus 0.00 to take up these 2 regular decimal places. And then 5. And then dito naman, plus 0.005. Take note of that. And we got those class boundaries. Okay? So, now that you have this, para lang mas maliwanag, kunin ko na lang itong table na to. Kasi baka sabihin nyo, pwede naman palang gulo-gulo yung table. O para naka-organize, ito na lang gagamitin natin. Ayan, o, naayos ko na. Game. So now, let's already find our values. 5 po lagi yung decimal na ina-add or sinasubtract sa boundaries. Yes, it's always 0.5 from the plus 0.5 and then plus additional 0.5 na naman to the original given. So in here, dahil may 2 decimal places na tayo, kailangan yung 2 decimal places na yon covered up na doon sa ipa-plus and then additional 5 nun for our class boundary. O, ganun talaga siya. Okay? Kasi kapag, bakit po ganun? Bakit po kailangan mag-less tayo ng additional decimal? Kung kasing hindi natin gagawin yon, masisira yung values ng mga to. Kasi kung magpa-plus 0.5 at saka minus 0.5 lang tayo, since 2 decimal places yan, the values will really be affected. Here, kung plus 0.5 tayo dito, mag-iba na yung value mo. It's 365.9 kanito. Ay, sorry. Kung magma-minus 5 ka, mag-iiba siya. Magugulo na yung value mo. Mag-iiba siyang 364.9. And then dito naman, kasi mayroong mga values na mas-sacrifice. That's what we mean. Dito naman, plus 0.5. So, magiging siyang 398.1. Ganun siya. 1,4. Ito, 0.9. So, maraming values na may maapektuhan. That's the reason why when we add or subtract that decimal, laging kalahati, midway lagi, yung ina-add mo at saka sinasubtract after the given values. Okay? Show me a reaction if that's clear. Okay na tayo. Okay. And so, same na. Let's already have this. Ito na naman. Si ayaw niya magpa-click. Yun. Okay. Since we are looking for the third quartile based from our given a while ago, R will be equal to 3. So R will be equal to 3 times our summation is 30 over 4. The answer, 90 divided by 4. What's the answer? Sorry. Yeah, 90. The answer is, type the answer in the chat box, please. 22.5. Very good. 22.5. Ngayon, now that you have this 22.5, this is what you will do to identify or find your class, what do you call that? Your class, quartile class. So 22.5, focus tayo dito sa cumulative frequency. Okay? So 22.5, hanapin lang natin saan siya greatest. Okay, mas mataas siya dito kay 18. Nandito siya in between. 22.5. So therefore, 26 is the next higher number. So this will be your quartile class. QC, quartile class. Okay? Dyan na mangyayari at magmumula ang lahat. So, for the lower bound of the quartile class, the lower bound of this quartile class is this. So LBQC will be 462.145. Okay, and then letter C, your cumulative frequency. Again, your cumulative frequency will not be 26. It's not 26, but this time naman, the lower cumulative frequency is what we will be using. So this will be 18. Take note of that, ha? Kung nasa man si letter A, yung higher CF, yun yung magiging quartile class. And then lower CF will be your quartile and your cumulative frequency. Okay? And then letter D, the frequency of the quartile class. Frequency of the quartile class. Our quartile class is 26. The frequency is 8. Okay. Diba? Dali-dali lang. As long as you have the FDT, everything is already okay. And finally, our I. This is easy. Dito naman, dahil hindi natin siya sinolve, we are not yet given our I. So all we have to do now here is to, what do you think will we use here? So all we have to do is that the interval actually can be determined by subtracting the lower boundary from the upper boundary of any class. So, any class, so halimbawa, kahit ito gamitin mo, ito, pare-pareho lang ang magiging sagot. Okay? So, let's do this na. Let's try kahit saan. Kasi pare-pareho lang naman yung boundary niyan. Try natin ito. This one. So, we have for our interval, so 558.895 minus 526.645. What's the answer? Type it in the chat box. Subtract it. Tingin. Okay. What about the rest? So the answer here is, what's the answer? Uy, presyo sa calculators. Our classmates need to press it in the calculator so that we know what to do. Fourth quarter na para asad-sad tayang masalese. Yung fourth quarter tamo. Okay na? So the answer here is 32.25. 32.25. So now that we have all these values, we can already use our formula. So for our formula, to get our quartile 3, we will be using, here we go again. Wait lang. I really I can't control what's happening here, please. Sorry ha. Bigla na lang update ito nang hindi ko pinapayagan. Okay. So, let's now continue. Using those values, let's find Q3. So Q3 will be equal to LBQC is 462.145 plus letter A. This is letter A. That's 22.5. Substitute na lang. Madali na lang to. Minus cumulative frequency is 18 over FQC, that's 8 times your I is 32.25. Press it in the calculator, please. Type it in the chat box. Press it in the calculator and type it in the chat box. Sir, hindi na po i-round up sa nearest odd number yung I. No need kasi it's already solved. Kasi the FDT is already made. So if you round it up, your value will change. So there's no need for us to round it up anymore. We only do that if we are doing it from scratch. Okay? Sometimes naman, there are cases na in the given, we are already asked or we are already given to follow the frequency. I know, no, the class interval. Halimbawa, use I is equal to 5 or is equal to 7. Parang ganon. There are instances naman na in the given, we are already asked to use this interval. Ayun. So may mga ganong processes. What we did a while ago was from scratch. So kung walang ibang instruction, then that's what we need to do. In this case, that the FDT is already made, they are already organized, the data is already organized, then we just have to follow what is already used. Okay? Take note of that. So the answer here is 480.29. Okay? So how do we interpret this? This is Q3. Then we can say that 75% of the learners have, may social naman ng mga to, daily expenses of less than or equal to 480 pesos per day? 480.29. Sorry. Pesos a day. Sobrang naman yun. Pero less than naman. So, marami pa rin yung nasa lower bracket. Okay, 75%. Pero 480 pesos per day for college students. Siguro kasi mamamasahe pa sila. Okay. Tsaka sa mga projects, pwede pa. So therefore, there is this remaining 25% who spend more than 480 pesos per day for their daily expenses. Wow, grabe naman yun. Okay, so by using this data or by using this quartiles, we are given ideas. Halimbawa, for example, with this one, when we were interpreting this given, medyo shocked ako kasi possible that 75% of the learners pasok na yung mga nasa hundreds lang, pero there are still this 25% of learners who spend more than 480 pesos. See? By simply using these quartiles, we get to have an idea about how we look at the general perspective of things, especially when we are dealing with data. So in here, when we interpret ideas, hindi lang siya basta-basta Marites version or haka-haka, but we are bounded with data. We are bounded with specific data that we need to interpret. Okay? That's it. Thank you so much. Oh, medyo naghumaba ng konti yung ating discussion time, but I hope you learned something. Show me a reaction based on how you understood or how you got or how you felt in the discussion of our first topic in the fourth quarter. Let me see your reactions, please. Okay. Thank you so much. Ayan. Finally, we are about to end. The most awaited part, pambawi ng maraming classmates. Ay, nasarado ko. Wait, sorry. Memes. Memes time. Memes time. Memes time. Ready? This time, I might not be able to read all your memes now, but at least all those who will be posting will have will be recorded naman. Nandito naman sila. Okay, wait lang ha. Nasarado ko yung Aralinks ko. Sorry. Here na. Eto na. Okay, here I go again. Oh, eto, hinihintay ng maraming classmates. And surely some of you already have access this. Here is our featured meme for the week. Ayan, okay. Take a screenshot of this meme template. Ayan. Okay, screenshot please. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of our featured meme for the week and create a meme of your significant learning experiences about quartiles. Okay? Quartiles tayo this week. Okay, take a screenshot first. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. SSD, please. Okay, thank you. Ayan, para sa mga minors, SSD is very familiar to you. Okay, and of course, saan ba natin ipopost yan? Here. Oh, wait. Here, in our Math 10 meme link. Okay, I'll post this in our chat box. Ayan, some of our classmates are now posting. That is, please don't forget to don't forget to put your class number. Class number, please, and your section. 10-1 and then your class number. Again, 10-1 and then your class number. Don't forget to post that. Okay, patingin nga. Oh, meron ng dalawa dito. Si Anonymous, tanggal angas mo, Erp. Please put your class number, no? Nung quartile of ungroup data, ang saya-saya niya. Nung quartile of group data na, nawala na siya sa sarili niya. Gagawa ng table, magtatali, magsosolve ulit. Okay? Ungroup data, okay pa. Group data, nahilo na. Okay. Please don't forget to put your class numbers, ha? Oh, yung mga gustong makabawi, this is your chance to at least have a 1-point pambawi for your performance. It seems like no one is accessing it. We only have 2 memes here. I'll still wait for your memes within this day and I'll just be reading them after. Okay? I know for sure you are now hungry. So, let's now end our meeting with a